All right. Shalom, shalom, Most High Christ bless. Y'all see the thumbnail. The title of this morning on your daily bread is helping your husband get ahead. That's a t-shirt already. Dang. That's a t-shirt already. It says the message for daily bread is helping your husband get ahead. All right. So this topic was devised with the thought that how can a woman help her husband get ahead? All right. There's various books I'll reference today. I do suggest y'all buy them, purchase them. I believe them to be help, of course, with the Bible first and foremost. But these other books will pretty much lay out visuals on how you can make certain things achievable. So first and foremost, all right, what is help? What is help? Get the definition of help, please, on the screen. All right, I got the definition right here in front of me, but I'll get it for the people. All right, what is help? Read the first one, please.
Help.
Read. You got to read strong, bro.
Help. Make it easier for someone to do something by offering one service or resources.
Read it again.
Make it easier for someone to do something by offering one's services or resources.
So one definition of help is to make it easier for someone to do something by offering one's services or resources. Get Merriam-Webster dictionary, please. Remember, the title is helping your husband get ahead. So help, one definition, is to make it easier for someone to do something by offering one's services or resources. So you can help your husband get ahead by offering your services or resources. Read that. Read that. To give assistance.
To give assistance or support to someone.
It said, read it again.
To give assistance or support to someone.
Another definition of help is to give assistance or support to someone, particularly your husband. Go ahead.
To provide someone with something that is useful or necessary in achieving an end.
So another part of that is to provide someone with something that is useful or necessary in achieving an end. All right, their goals, stated goals. Go ahead. Go down. Go ahead. Read that.
To make more pleasant or bearable.
So wait, another definition of help is to do what? Read it again.
To make more pleasant or bearable.
That could be this walk. That can be your household. That can be life itself. Another definition of help is to make more pleasant or bearable. Read the next two words.
Improve, relieve.
Y'all got to stop moving while you read. Thank you. It says to improve or relieve. Go to B, please. To further. Go down. Yep. To further what? Go ahead. Read the first one. To be of use.
To be of use.
To another definition of help is to be of use. This is something you have to ask yourself, sisters. Are you of use? What's the next word?
To benefit.
Do you benefit your spouse, your husband? Come on.
To further the advancement of. Promote.
To further the advancement of promote. All right. Let me see. All right. That's the end of the definitions right there. All right. So help is completely dependent upon the individual in which you serve. I'm going to say it again. Help is completely dependent upon the individual in which you serve. You understand? So someone married to me, my help may vary or differ from a captain. A captain, the help that a captain's wife has to give is different to a captain in comparison to my wife and the help I may need. Or just as a man, our help differs depending on who we are and our goals. All right. So with that thought in mind, get Genesis 2:18. I used the rank thing, no direct correlation, but just keep that in mind. Everybody's help is different. I cannot look at Soldier Azariah and says, my wife needs to help me like that person right there. I don't know Azariah like that. You understand? I don't know what his ins and out is, his goals. I don't know anything. I only know what he shows me. So I can't base my need or use based of what I observe from him. And sisters have to think about that. Read that.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 2 and verse 18.
Come on.
And the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone.
Go ahead.
I will make him an helpmeet for him.
Read it again.
And the Lord God said,
I want you to emphasize certain words. Remember the definition. Go ahead.
and the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone.
It's not good that this man is by himself. Come on.
I will make him a helpmeet for him.
I will make an help meet for him. I will make him an help that is meet for him. Someone that is a benefit to him. Someone that is able to make his life more pleasant or bearable. You understand? To make it easier for Adam. You understand? God made an help that was appropriate or meet for him. Read Tobit 8 and 6. We're going to fly through these a little bit quick. Come on. Tobit 8 and 6. 7 seconds.
This is the book of Tobit, chapter 8 and verse 6.
Come on.
Thou madest Adam and gavest him Eve, his wife.
He gave him Eve, his wife. Come on.
For an helper.
For an helper. For an helper. Go ahead.
And stay.
Go ahead.
Of them came mankind. Thou hast said, it is not good that man should be alone.
So it is not good that man should be alone. It's about to explain or further expound on Genesis 2 and 18. Read this.
Let us make unto him an aid.
And what?
An aid.
So help and aid are synonymous. Let me make an aid. Go ahead.
Like unto himself.
That is just like him. So that aid is suitable or appropriate for him. I'm going to say it again. The help that each and every man or husband desires is dependent upon the man in which you serve. You understand? Go to Sirach 36 and 24. It's like, well, I'm gonna try to be like that person, that sister over there. You can mimic their righteousness on which they show you. However, in how you serve your husband is dependent upon the man that you have. So that requires that you must know him. All right, we're going to get into that later. Come on.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 36 and verse 24.
Come on.
He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession.
If you didn't know, woman, you are a possession. You are owned by who? Your husband.
That's right.
I don't want y'all to ever misunderstand that definition of possession. And possessions are taken care of. They're cherished. They're nurtured. Just like you would do a house. Just like you would do your favorite car, your favorite pair of shoes. You understand? A wife is nurtured, taken care of, so on and so forth. I can't think of nothing else. Come on.
A help.
A what?
A help.
A what?
A help.
Go ahead.
Like unto himself.
And y'all, I want y'all to read them definitions for yourself again. You understand? A help like unto himself. So she needs to be suitable and appropriate to her man. You understand? According to her man. Come on.
And a pillar of rest.
No, a pillar of stress.
A pillar of rest.
She needs to make his life pleasant and more bearable. That's the type of help that a man gonna need. That's the type of help a man needs to make his life more pleasant or bearable. A pillar of rest. All right, these definitions is gonna coincide all throughout the class. All right, go to Sirach 26 and 23. So remember, when it says a help likened to himself, you can either have a righteous counterpart or you can have a wicked as hell counterpart. That's dependent upon you. Read Sirach 26 and 23.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
So the help that's provided to a wicked man is a wicked woman. Why the hell does she know how to serve me? You have to examine yourself. It's going to be a couple things we're going to touch on to make sure you actually examining yourself. Because most of the stuff that happens in our household as husbands stem from us. It's what we allow. It's what we emanate. You understand? It's what we put forth on the earth. You understand? So read that one more time.
A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
So if your woman is wicked, she's given to a wicked man. You must be wicked as hell yourself. Come on.
But a godly woman.
But a what?
But a godly woman.
But a woman that is godly, a aid that is godly, a help that is godly, come on,
is given to him that feareth the Lord.
If you fear the Lord is going to provide you an aid like unto you. If you wicked and don't believe, lack faith, don't support the gospel, don't put in work, slothful, don't really care about the commandments, the Lord is going to provide you with the aid like unto yourself. So she ain't going to care about the commandments. She ain't going to care about the Lord. She ain't going to care about you. Because you don't care about you. You don't care about the Lord. So why should she care about her Lord? All right. I hope y'all picking it up. All right. So to better assist your husband, you must understand who and what he is. For those who don't know, that means to prove him. You understand? And proving is a continual thing. For those who are single coming into the truth, like myself, your wife, your wife, before she was your wife, was proving you to see if you are a suitable husband, to see if you are a righteous or godly man that feared the Lord. For those who came in married, y'all are constantly proving each other to see who fears the Lord. Where's that in the Bible? All right, let me read that again. To better assist your husband, you must, Sirach 6 and 7, by the way. To better assist your husband, you must understand who and what he is. Prove him and examine yourself as well. To understand your husband, it takes asking questions, studying him, his habits, the way he moves, the way he speaks. You understand? And understanding his goals or his vision, which could be personal, marital. I wrote all this stuff down so I didn't forget it. All right. Which could be personal goals or vision, which could be marital and congregational goals. The 3 trials of faith that Bishop Nathaniel spoke about. So you must be asking questions, studying your husband and understand his vision, whether they be personal, marital, and or congregational. Sirach 6 and 7.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 7.
Go ahead.
If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
Is not your wife, your husband, your friend, the greatest form of friendship that you can have on this earth? 2 minds coming together, deciding to spend eternity together, death do they part, so on and so forth. That's the greatest friend you can have. So if you want to have a friend in your marriage, read it again.
If thou wouldest get a friend,
come on,
prove him first.
Prove him first. Study him. Ask questions. Understand him. Go ahead.
And be not hasty to credit him.
It says be not what?
And be not hasty to credit him.
And be not hasty to credit anyone. That includes those who are single. You want to rush to get married. We hit our year mark. Let's go ahead and get married. Okay. You're going to reap what you sowed. If you didn't study them, then you're going to try to study them when y'all get married? No, it's not going to happen like that. All of us must do our due diligence while we're still alive. Prove your friend. All right. Even in marriage, you can become the best of friends. Go to 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. It says, so I'm prove him. What is that? Does it stop at him? No, you must prove yourself. You must prove yourself unto God. 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. Come on.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 13 and verse 5.
Come on.
Examine yourselves.
It's the what?
Examine yourselves.
So cross-examine yourself. He said, why is my spouse wicked? Am I wicked? You got to examine yourself. Come on.
Whether ye be in the faith.
Whether you are in the faith. Because a lot of people like to look at the other side. Like, for example, it's like, hey, give some pros and cons about your husband. Noted. Next, every single con is listed. All right, where's the pros at? I don't have no pros. All right, list some pros and cons about yourself. All pros, no cons. So you just perfect out here. It don't make sense. I wish I had that one video. If y'all can find it, probably pull it up later. There's a video where a sister said a man was interviewing another man's wife. He said, you're married. She said, yes, I am married. He says, is he happy? And she froze up like, I've never heard that before. They usually ask, oh, is the wife happy? But she was asked, is he happy? And she said, F you and the cameraman.
The hell is this?
Because she was like, to hell with my husband. I never thought about his happiness. So read it one more time.
Examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves?
You should know yourself. You should know what you battle with. You should know what your spirit is like. Before you get married, and even when you are married, you should know yourself. You should know when you're out the spirit. When you mad at your husband and you say to yourself, I'm about to make him a bowl of cereal for dinner. You should be able to examine yourself. No, that's hatred. I shouldn't be rendering evil for evil even if I am mad. You should be able to prove your own self. Come on.
How that Jesus Christ is in you. Except ye be reprobate.
You should be able to examine and see if Jesus Christ is in you. If you fear the Lord. So whether you are married, you know if you're given to a righteous man or a wicked man because you know yourself. Like, well, I'm getting what I deserve. I'm getting what I sowed in the earth. All right. I'm going to give y'all an example. Abigail, who became a wife of David, she knew her former husband. To the which she knew him so well that she was able to preserve his life when David was out to put him to death. We're going to read that. 1 Samuel 25:3. 1 Samuel 25 and verse 3. 7 seconds. Watch this, y'all.
This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 25 and verse 3. Now the name of the man was Nabal, and the name of his wife Abigail. And she was a woman of good understanding.
She was a woman of good understanding. Go ahead.
And of a beautiful countenance.
And she was beautiful. Come on.
But the man was churlish.
But her husband was churlish. Go ahead. He was a Negro.
And evil in his doings.
And he was evil in his doings. So the Lord will sometimes set up various things, and he'll try to prove your spirit. Some sisters, we've met a lot of sisters that said they were married to Nabals. But they themselves were not Abigails. And we can say that for certain. Because they did not move righteously or have beautiful countenances and move with good understanding when their husband was out the spirit. And you will have that in this truth. Your husband can be out the spirit. Are you going to be Abigail or are you going to match his energy? Or are you going to be that wicked woman that's given to a wicked man? Or you going to win him over? Time will tell. 1 Samuel 25 and 25. Read the next 25. Remember, the reason we pulled this is not only should you prove your husband, but you should know yourself. So Abigail knew her husband, and it was used in righteousness to save her husband. That's what it's benefits in knowing your husband. It's benefits. Come on.
1 Samuel chapter 25 and verse 25.
Go ahead.
Let not, my Lord, I pray thee,
go ahead,
regard this man of Belial.
This man of the devil, come on.
Even Nabal,
my husband, come on.
For as his name is, so is he. Nabal is his name.
Nabal is his name.
And folly is with him.
Fool. His name means fool. He foolish. She knew her husband. But she didn't use it and say, you should put him to death because he a fool. She used it says, don't regard my husband. He be acting like an idiot at times. He's a fool. Don't kill him. Go ahead.
But thine handmaid,
go ahead,
saw not the young men of my Lord, whom thou didst sin.
Whom thou didst sin. Read verse 26 as well. I didn't write this down, but it's all right.
Verse 26. Now therefore, my Lord, as the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth.
So this is a woman with good understanding. She spoke with respect, and she spoke, even though her Lord was an idiot, she used the knowledge of her husband to try to save her husband's life, her household. Come on.
Seeing the Lord hath withholden thee from coming to shed blood.
He stopped you from killing people, everybody that pisses against the wall. Come on.
And from avenging thyself with thine own hand. Now let thine enemies and they that seek evil to my Lord be as Nabal.
Go ahead. Jump to. So with that thought in mind, understand your husband is good. Just do not use the information or the knowledge of your Lord to the detriment of your marriage. I'll say it again. It's good to know your Lord. It's a beautiful thing when you understand and know your Lord. You've proven him. You ask questions. You understand him as a whole. You understand his habits, his mannerisms. That's beautiful. However, do not use it to the detriment of your marriage. Example, knowing your husband is a quiet man. I'm going to give y'all a good example. Knowing your husband is a quiet man and or a reserved man and using that to run the marriage or overtalk him. That is a sure way to inherit a terrible marriage or destroy your marriage. Get Sirach 25 and verse 20. While he's getting it, you know, he missed the 10 seconds right now. I don't know what's going on. But using the information or the knowledge of your husband to the detriment of your marriage. Example, knowing your husband is a quiet man and using that to run or overtalk your husband. Come on.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 20.
Come on.
As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged.
He says, just like climbing up a sandy way, you see old people on beaches going up hills. It's hard as hell for them. So the same way that is, come on.
So is a wife full of words to a quiet man.
So is a wife that is full of words to a husband that's quiet. She know her husband is a few words. But she's going to make his life hard, unpleasant, unbearable by having so many words for him. No, you're supposed to be an aid like unto him. So if he's a quiet man, you need to be that much more quiet. Why? Get James 1 and 19 real quick and then get reference page 41. James 1 and 19. Y'all ever heard that saying you have two ears and one mouth? You should listen more than you talk. You got that?
It's a book of James.
Hey, brothers, page 41. Oh, y'all got the video? Y'all can play that first, then get page 41. And I put it in the notes. I put page 41. Yeah. All right. And we're gonna start at wives who fulfilled. Okay. Let me see. We're gonna start hiding that. One of the greatest things. You see that? One of the greatest things at the top. All right, y'all make sure y'all zoom in on that. All right, so you can read it properly. All right, play the video.
Is he happy?
Oh, that's a weird question. Usually they ask if I'm happy.
Yeah, like, it's a different kind of an interview. I'm just, because he's not here, like, I want to show my care for him as well. Is he happy? Your answer is yes, no? You don't wanna answer that question?
No.
I think it's okay. I think we got the answer.
Who we?
It's me and the camera guy. You got it, bro?
It's wild to me that this.
Y'all see that? She said, well, F you, F the cameraman too. It's not common to, it's not a common action within women, especially Babylonian women, to give a damn about their husband or his estate. So that was a good video. Go to page 41 now, top of the page. One of the greatest things. So this book is titled, for those who don't know, y'all can put it back to the screen, please. Put me back on the screen for a second. All right, this book is titled, the cover is ripped up. My wife been using it. She been using it, but it's good. It's been put to use. The title is How to Help Your Husband Get Ahead. So the title of the class was based off my readings. So if y'all want, go to Amazon, get the book. It's a real good book. All right, another good book I'm going to be referencing today, The Mind of a Leader. The Mind of a Leader. All right, another book. They ain't put no bombs on this one. They said we don't know the contents of that book. All right, so that's fine, though. All right, go to page 41. Go ahead and read that. Put it on the screen for everybody. Zoom in, please. Work with me. Zoom in. Zoom in at one of the greatest. It's at the very top of the page. One of the greatest things a man's wife can do. Go ahead, read it. We gotta keep moving. Go ahead, read it.
One of the greatest things a man's wife can do is to let him unburden the worries he can't confess to in the office.
This is going to the wife full of words. I'm giving y'all a reference on how to solve this certain issue. Lord's willing, it helps your household out. But this goes into a wife that's full of words to a quiet man. All right, but one of the greatest things a man's wife can do is to let him unburden the worries. What is a help? To make pleasant and bearable. I'm going to say it again. What is the definition of help? One of the definitions of help is to make pleasant and bearable. And one of the greatest ways to do that is to do what? Read it.
To let him unburden the worries he can't confess in the office.
Confess to in the office. Go ahead.
Wives who fulfill this function were described as stabilizers, sounding boards, wailing walls, and refueling stations.
Are you the refueling station for your husband? Or he's not refueled with you. You take away energy. You're a vampire. You make him want to go use fuel again. You make him want to go out into the highways and byways and just lose all his fuel and be done. Read on.
The survey.
Hey, and this is for men that's watching the class. This is not telling you by any means to go blabber to your wife about stuff concerning the body. Get Micah 7:5 real quick. You can take it off the screen real quick, bro. I got to tell y'all that. Help me out, y'all. Help me out. Micah 7:5.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 7 and verse 5. Trust ye not in a friend. Put ye not confidence in a guide.
Go ahead.
Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom.
It says, keep the doors of your mouth from those that hide in your bosom, your wife, from her that hide in your bosom. You understand? Now, can you talk about the woes of your life? Yes. The troubles at work or something like that, that's fine. However, brothers be talking about the matters of the body till they rib. You know, so-and-so got thrown out. What? What they got to do with her serving you? Get back in the kitchen. Bring the book back up. So I know somebody about to flag the class. Flag it. Get back in the kitchen. That's none of your business. Go sit back down. Go cook me some potatoes or something. All right. Come on. Put it on the screen. The survey also pointed out.
The survey also pointed out that while men want active, intelligent listening.
Men want active, intelligent listening. The Bible said, I got to read it again. Hold up. I got to read it. As the climbing up of a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. So a quiet man some men are not quiet. Most men ain't quiet. They like to talk. They have authority. They like to command or order, whatever the case may be. But with that, they want intelligent listening. Read the next part.
They seldom want advice.
Brothers, can I get a witness? You ever just be talking to your wife and she give you some Dr. Phil advice like you asked for? What the hell are you talking about? I ain't asked you for that. I didn't ask you for no solution.
The hell is this?
I was just talking to you. Yeah, I got to get that car fixed and stuff like that. Babe, have you checked YouTube out? I mean, I can reference you somebody to do something. I'm like, I didn't ask for your advice. I was just talking. I'm not saying it's not. You gotta give Judah. You gotta give Jake a fine line. Or they gonna take it. They gonna blow it out of proportion. But men seldom want advice. That's the point. All right, go ahead.
Any woman who has ever held down a job herself will know what it means to have someone at home to talk to about the day's events, good or bad.
Jump down, zoom out, please. Jump down to Bill comes home, slightly breathes. So women know this for sure. Women always come home and just talk about their day. You didn't even ask them. They like to talk about their day. Babe, you'll never believe what happened at my job. I don't believe it, nor do I care. I don't care about it. To the kitchen, to the kitchen, to the kids, to the kids, and to the kitchen. And later on, benevolence. Sex, sandwich, and silence. and submission. That's all I care about. I don't care about the rest of that stuff. All right. I don't care about your job, your boss, your coworkers. I don't care about paperwork. I don't care about your laptop. I don't care that your computer shut down. I don't care how many calls you had. I don't care about none of that. Now, sometimes I will listen to it, but that sometimes is seldom. All right, read. Read. Jump down, brother. Go down. Zoom out and go down. Jump to you know what? Go to page 42. Let's move on. Let's move on. Page 42. Zoom in to Mabel. Mabel. Go scroll up. The first Mabel at the top. Mabel, I always say that they don't have appreciate you, Bill.
Mabel, I always say they don't half appreciate you,
So for the
Bill.
sake of time, I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. So he was trying to tell her about his day, and while he was telling her about his day, this is what she does. Read that. Read Mabel again.
Mabel, I always say they don't half appreciate you, Bill. You'll have to speak to Junior.
You reading real fast. There's a period right there. They don't half appreciate you. Pause. Bill, you'll have to go ahead.
Bill, you'll have to speak to Junior about his report card.
You'll be talking about something to your wife, and she'll say, well, yeah, you're right about that. But what I was saying was, hey, we need that window fixed. Damn, was what I talking about wasn't important or something?
The hell is this?
So while you're talking, she already have a thought that she wants to get across. I know men have experienced that. Come on.
His grades were terrible this term, and his teacher says he can do better if he tries.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm at my wit's end. By this time, Bill sees it's a losing battle.
To do what?
To try to get the floor.
To try to get the floor. This is a man that's a quiet man that rarely talks. When he does talk, his wife is full of words. You understand? He said it's a losing battle. Men, if you've witnessed this, can I get an amen? Brothers in the back. Amen. Watch this, read.
So he swallows his elation along with the pot roast and does his duty by the furnace and Junior's report card.
This is it's a losing battle. It's the climbing of a sandy way for him. He gave up. He shuts down. He's lost his confidence, his elation. He don't even want to talk no more. He swallows the pot. He shuts the hell up like a woman and eats the pot roast and helps the kids. Come on, little Junior. Let's see if you get a B or an A on your report card. He didn't lost his manhood. But watch this. Read the next part. I'm telling you, sisters, this is going to help y'all in regards to what? Helping your husband get ahead. You have to be able to read the room. All right? Come on.
Is Mabel?
They kept it on the screen while I was talking, but then when I was trying to read, they come on, I'll tell you what y'all doing, man.
Is Mabel selfish in wanting her problems to get a hearing?
Is Mabel selfish? Is the woman selfish for wanting her problems to get a hearing? Go ahead.
No. She has the same basic need for a listener as Bill.
Women want to have active listeners as well. Go ahead.
It's her timing that's faulty.
It's her timing. It's her timing. You understand? And I know a lot of women go through this. Like, why is he mentally shutting down? It's because it's your timing that's terrible. I'm still talking. They got the page up. All praises. All right, let's just get Jesus help me. Jump down. So let's skip down. I got a video to play. Go to the woman who has a receptive ear, please.
The woman who has a receptive ear not only can provide great comfort
Go ahead.
and release for her husband.
A woman that has a receptive ear can provide great comfort and release for her husband. Come on.
She possesses a priceless social asset as well.
It'll help you socially. Women that can practice this activity, and they doing it again. The women that can practice this at their house with their husbands have a great social asset as well with other people. The sisters that have terrible times dealing with other sisters is because they have terrible time dealing with their husbands.
Bring it out.
They always talking. They always got to have the last word. So when they're out and they're trying to socialize with other people like, this person is pretentious, self-absorbed. They only care about what they got to say. So Pay attention. How you deal with your husband, sisters, is how you're going to deal socially with everybody else. All right, now y'all can put it back on the screen. A woman who has, read that from the top, the woman who has a receptive ear.
The woman who has a receptive ear not only can provide great comfort and release for her husband, she possesses a priceless social asset as well.
Scroll down, please.
The quiet, unpretentious woman who is fascinated by others' conversation.
By another's conversation. So the quiet, unpretentious woman who is fascinated by another's conversation. She don't have to hear herself breathe all the time. Go ahead.
Who asks questions.
She does what?
Asks questions.
Go ahead. Which is what?
Which shows she is digesting every word.
Do sisters, do y'all do that with your husband? When they're talking to you, when they're talking to you about how they want the household done, do you ask questions that show that you're digesting every word? Or do you have something in return? Well, babe, you worried about this. You worried about the car and stuff like that, but that light fixture been needing to get fixed. We're not talking about the light fixture.
The hell is this?
We're not talking about none of that. You know what? I'm done talking. Tend to the kitchen. You can go talk to the stove. You don't want to talk to me. You don't want to hear me breathe. Go talk to the stove. Flames and steam and broccoli. The man shuts down. Go ahead.
Is the girl most likely to succeed socially? Not only with the men folks.
Not only with men folks, she can deal with people like when she's in offices. She's in various offices in the body. The men that are over the offices, who preside over the offices, have no troubles talking to the sister because she don't always want to hear herself breathe. Go ahead.
But also with her fellow females.
She will thrive in the congregation. She would thrive socially with those in the congregation. Y'all ever hear sisters talking about, I don't mess with sisters. Because you always like to talk. You're pretentious. You're self-absorbed. You don't know how to shut the hell up. That's why you have I don't like dealing with sisters. You a Negro. You a Negro. That's why you don't like dealing with sisters. Get the next video. It's a video I sent you, Officer Malachi. You know what I'm talking about? It's a man on the stage and a woman. You know what I'm talking about, right? Give me that scripture that says, he who wanted friends must show himself friendly. What is that? All them brothers over there, nobody can help me. Go to Sirach 6 and 5. Just read that while they're looking for it. Read Sirach 6 and 5.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 5. Sweet language will multiply friends.
Sweet language will multiply friends. Some people don't have sweet language. That's why you have no friends. Come on.
And a fair speaking tongue will increase kind greetings.
And a fair speaking tongue can increase kind greetings. The reason you don't get kind greetings is because you don't have a fair tongue. You don't know how to talk to your husband, therefore it spills out into the congregation. You understand? These are things that sisters, you wives, need to work on, and I'm telling you, you will be successful in your marriage. But the previous point I was making is, knowing your husband, do not use the knowledge that you have of your husband to the detriment of your marriage. Use it to the benefit of your marriage. Be a proper aid and help to your husband. All right? You got the scripture I was looking for? Read that. Proverbs 18-24. If it fits your wife, just have her examine herself. Examine yourself too. It's like, why is he failing? This is something you could be doing wrong. And we're going to touch on that a little bit later. Come on.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 18 and verse 24. A man that has friends must show himself friendly.
If you really want friends, you must show yourself friendly. Come on.
And there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother.
There's a friend that can be closer than a brother. The relationships and how you deal with your husband, I'm telling you, you're going to build closer with him, and you also going to make a lot of friends in the congregation. If you're an introvert or socially awkward, it's due to the fact you must be doing something. It's something you doing wrong. Because the Bible calls for you not to be an introvert. It don't call you to be an introvert. Because we going to inherit the kingdom together by dealing with each other. All right, play the video.
Something because you like to talk so much, you can hit a man at the wrong time, and it'll seem like he's disconnected when actually you just hit him at the wrong moment. If my wife and I leave here today and she says, you know what, I got a taste for Italian, and I say, well, I got a taste for Chinese, she's not going to get mad at me. We just both I recognize that what I have a taste for at this moment, she doesn't have a taste for. Y'all follow me? So in the same way, you walk up to a man, he's watching television, and you want to talk about something, he seems disconnected. It's only because you wanted to talk at that moment, but he was not in the frame of mind to talk about what you wanted to talk about at that moment. Because men are simple. We do one thing at the same time, one thing at one time. And so you take it personal because it does feel personal. And so what I did in my household, especially with my daughters, what they do, they sometimes they just come, but sometimes they'll say, Daddy, I need to talk to you. Let me know it's a good time. She'll do that sometimes also. And so I'll say, oh, you can come now. Or other times I'll say, okay, give me like an hour or two. Or sometimes I was like, I'm swamped. Is it serious? No, we can wait. See? And so if you approach the man that way, hey, got to talk to you about something. Let me know it's a good time. Okay? Versus you just walk in front of the television. Hey, did you do? No, stop.
Right.
Because men need peace. Ladies, let me help you something.
Stop it.
Because you like to talk.
I know men can relate to that. I had to put some rules in my house. I said, you got to raise your hand. You got to let me acknowledge you first. And I'm like, go on somewhere. I ain't ready for you. I'm not ready for you. It's the timing that could be off. All right. So let's say you are full of words. You like talking. And your husband is a very reserved and quiet man. I pray he come out of that box, by the way. But the thing is, you must learn timing and discretion. All right. So knowing your husband, you can be an aid or benefit him. Do not use it to destroy your marriage or run your marriage. Example, 1 Kings 21:2. You can read fast on this one. All right. You have permission to read fast. Not Spanish, but you can read fast, all right, because we got a lot to touch on. I know my Lord, so you know him. That's why you talk over him. That's why you know he ain't going to do nothing when you decide not to make him his meal. You put the children before him. You go to your boss and say, hey, do you have time right now? You go to your boss and say that, but with your husband, wake up. I know you ain't doing nothing anyway. You won't ever be doing nothing. I should tell leadership on you, but this is what I need you to do.
The hell is this?
Watch this.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 21 and verse 2. And Ahab spake unto Naboth, saying, give me thine vineyard, that I may have it for a garden of herbs.
Go ahead.
Because it is near unto my house.
Go ahead.
And I will give thee for it a better vineyard than it. Or if it seem good to thee, I will give thee the worth of it in money.
So this man wanted a vineyard. Ahab wanted a vineyard. Go ahead.
And Naboth said to Ahab, the Lord forbid it me, that I should give thee inheritance of my fathers unto thee.
He said, I inherited this from my fathers. So God forbid that I would give it to you. Come on.
And Ahab came into his house heavy and displeased because of the word which Naboth the Jezreelite had spoken to him.
Come on.
For he had said, I will not give thee the inheritance of my fathers. And he laid him down upon his bed and turned away his face and would not eat.
And would
eat no bread.
And would eat no bread. Go ahead.
But Jezebel, his wife, came to him and said unto him, why is thy spirit so sad that thou eatest no bread?
He said, you got to understand something. When he came in the house and he was behaving that way, she knew her husband. She knew him. You understand? You had Abigail that knew her husband. You had this sister that knew Jezebel that knew her husband. She knew he was weak. Why you laying over there for? What's on your mind, baby? Watch this.
And he said unto her, because I spake unto Naboth the Jezreelite, and said unto him, give me thine vineyard for money, or else, if it please thee, I will give thee another vineyard for it. And he answered, I will not give thee my vineyard.
Come on.
And Jezebel his wife said unto him, dost thou now govern the kingdom of Israel? Arise and eat bread, and let thine heart be merry.
Let your heart be merry. Watch this.
I will give thee the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite.
If she was in the right spirit, she was like, he said no, we can go get another one. No, she said, I'm going to make sure you get it. I'm going to take it because I'll rule through you. I'm going to make something shake. Watch this. Verse 8, and then that's after that.
So she wrote letters in Ahab's name.
She wrote letters in his name under his authority because she knew she can do it. And that's how a lot of sisters now, they know their husband so well, they do it to the fact that they destroy not only their own marriage, but they destroy the congregation. They destroy relationships in the congregation. So you can affect your marriage positively by knowing your husband, and you could do it like this negatively. I know my husband's weak. I can run things through him. Come on.
So she wrote letters in Ahab's name and sealed them with his seal.
Come on.
And sent the letters unto the elders and to the nobles that were in his city dwelling with Naboth.
All right. So she wrote letters in his name. All right. So why is this important? Why is this important? Knowing your husband and then knowing whether you could positively affect it or negatively affect it. Because things like these can either benefit or cause confusion. Give me page 19. Page 19. Let me know if I sent it to you or not, Officer Malachi. If I didn't send it to you, let me know. Page 19 of the same book, Helping Your Husband Get Ahead. If I didn't send it to you, let me know now. I'll send it to you. All right. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff to touch, so I'm gonna be flying for a second. Malachi. There you go. Jesus, help me. Personal. Matt, there you go. All right. I'm telling y'all need to get this book if y'all can. Say something. Don't do too much. I just sent it now. All right, watch this, y'all. Watch this. All right, remember, what is the importance of knowing your husband and knowing whether you benefit or being a detriment to your marriage? Because actions like these can cause confusion. You understand? Actions like what Jezebel did can cause confusion in the marriage. Abigail used the knowledge she had of her husband to support her husband, to keep him alive, to preserve his life. But what you call it did, if other people were to see it, it will cause confusion. And what is the bad thing about confusion? Page 19. Page 19. Yes, there you go. All right. Let me see where to start at. Oh yeah, confusion. Start at confusion.
Confusion, said the late Dean Herbert E. Hawks of Columbia University, is the chief cause of worry.
Confusion in a marriage is the chief cause of worry. I'm going to say it again. Confusion in a marriage is the chief cause of worry. All right? What is important about that? Let me see. Do I want to read the next part? Then I'll say my part. So confusion is the chief cause of worry. Go ahead.
Confusion is not only the chief cause of worry.
Go ahead.
It is one of the biggest barriers to success.
The importance of confusion in a marriage, it could be a barrier to success in your marriage. The importance of the presence of confusion in a marriage is that it could be a barrier to your success in your marriage. Why is me and my wife not having success in our marriage? It's because there's confusion in the midst. All right? Confusion like what? Who's the head? Whose vision are we following? Who is the author of confusion? Or what is causing the confusion? These are various questions that got to be asked. Who's the head? The confusion have you asking, who's the head? Whose vision are we following? And then you have to spot who's the author of confusion and what is causing the confusion in our marriage. These are various things that confusion brings about. All right? Go to 1 Corinthians 14, verse 33. 1 Corinthians 14 and 33. Remember, Confusion is the chief cause of worry and a barrier to success in your marriage. All right, go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14 and verse 33.
Listen, why is our marriage unsuccessful? Because there's confusion somewhere. Go ahead.
For God is not the author of confusion.
God is not the author of confusion. So if there's confusion in your marriage, if you're confused about anything, God is not the author of it. Go ahead.
But of peace.
He's of peace. So even in marriage, God is authorizing us to be at peace with each other. Not be at odds, not be confused about whose vision are we following, who's the head. We don't need to be confused about that because God already, he authored what we need to follow. Who's the head in the marriage? Whose vision we supposed to be following? Who's the mind that that's supposed to be knitted together? You understand? God tailored all of it for us. So it's no need for confusion. Come on.
As in all churches of the saints.
Go ahead.
Let your women keep silence in the church.
So to help y'all out, I wanted to go to the next verse. One of the things that can cause confusion is the woman trying to lead. The woman trying to lead the marriage, like Jezebel. She used the knowledge of her weak behind husband to lead the marriage. That's confusion, sisters. Read it again.
Let your women keep silence in the churches.
Says, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Be quiet. Hold your peace. When it comes to whose vision to follow, who's leading this thing, hold your peace. Come on.
For it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law.
You need to be obedient to your husband.
You're
supposed to be an aid like unto him. An aid, support. How are you able to be an aid to your boss, but you're not able to be an aid to your husband? How are you able to be an aid to your children, but you can't be an aid to your husband? I don't understand that. Women, some women are more aids to their children than their own husbands. It's crazy work. Is it on that? What verse? What verse is that? Verse 35.
Verse 35. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home.
So this already tells you what vision you need to follow. Your husband. Because if you have any questions, you need to go to that man first. You need to go to him and see where he wants you to do.
For it is a shame for women to speak in the church.
To speak or have authority over the man. You need to sit your behind down and learn from your husband. All right, so that will kill any confusion that will put the spirit on you to move like Jezebel, using the knowledge that you have of your husband to move like her. You need to be an aid into your husband. Go to James chapter 3 real quick. Oh, y'all thought it was over. We got more scriptures. More. James 3 and 14, come on.
It's the book of James chapter 3 and verse 14. But if ye have bitter envying and strife in your heart, glory not and lie not against the truth.
Don't lie against the truth. Come on.
This wisdom descendeth not from above.
So if you have bitter envying and strife in your heart, because remember, God is the author of not of confusion, but of peace. You understand? So if there's strife in your household, come on.
But it's earthly, sensual, devilish.
The wisdom that brings strife inside your marriage is not from God. It is earthly, sensual, and devilish. It comes from Satan. That's why most of the marriages that have issues at this present moment, or any marriage, Satan is at the helm. Satan is guiding the whole marriage. He's at the wheel. Not Jesus take the wheel. Satan is taking the wheel. You understand? Somebody's not submitting themselves to God. Go ahead.
For where envying and strife is,
if there's envy and strife in your marriage, come on.
There is confusion and every evil work.
There's confusion in every evil work. So the reason you're having barriers in your marriage is because there's confusion. There's envying and strife. Do you have envy of the devil? That's why there's barriers in your marriage. We have to examine ourselves. Examine yourself and your marriage. Why is my marriage not succeeding? It's because this right here. Read it one more time.
For where envying and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work.
And every evil work. Bitterness in the marriage. Y'all fighting, y'all arguing all the time. She always trying to get the last word. Somebody's not doing their job properly. He acting like a Negro. I'm telling you, and it's scriptures for that as well. Come on. Verse 17.
Verse 17. But the wisdom that is from above is first pure.
The wisdom that comes down from God is first pure. Come on.
Then peaceable.
It should bring about peace. You shouldn't have barriers in your marriage if you're moving off the wisdom that is from above. Come on.
Gentle.
Go ahead.
And easy to be entreated.
It's not hard to get across to that person. You understand? Because y'all both are trying to and I say try because we're all striving for perfection. You're both striving to please God. I was about to say something, but I'm jumping ahead. Go ahead.
Full of mercy.
Full of mercy.
And good fruits. Without partiality.
Without partiality.
And without hypocrisy.
I'm not going to tell you to do something that I'm not doing myself. I'm not going to be partial. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. The things that I tell you to apply to the Bible is the same Bible I'm holding myself accountable to. All right, so one thing you got to ask yourself, are there, remember, because it says, go back to page 19 real quick. Page 19 real quick. No, that's not it. Oh, I wasn't looking up there, so I'm talking about, I thought you said that's it on that. Read confusion again, and then read the second one, and then jump down to, just read on down to satisfying work. Go ahead.
Confusion, said the late Dean Herbert E. Hawks of Columbia College, Columbia University, is the chief cause of worry.
Go ahead.
Confusion is not only the chief cause of worry, it is one of the biggest barriers to success.
The reason your marriage is not successful is because there's confusion. Come on.
The first step, therefore, in helping our husbands get ahead is to encourage them to have a purpose in life, to set a goal.
Let's say you marry somebody, and they move purposeless. They have no purpose. They have no aim. You said what? Just here. They just floating along in life. They floating along in your marriage. Babe, what are we doing? I'm just existing. I'm just breathing. You understand? The first step in helping your husbands get ahead is try to help them get a purpose. And the purpose ultimately is in this Bible. If they don't believe in this Bible, it's no hope for them. If they cannot follow the purpose right here, so I'm putting the Bible in front of my face. But if they can't get this, it's no hope for them. So they must have the Bible. Go ahead.
What does success mean to your husband?
It varies person to person. Are we successful? Are we successful as a marriage? Are you successful as an Israelite man? It varies person to person. This is a question you have to ask. Come on.
And to you. Does it mean money?
Is your priority in money? Go ahead.
Prestige.
Is it in position or is it in honor? Go ahead.
Security.
Is it in stability? Go ahead.
Power.
Is your success in authority? Go ahead.
Service to others.
Do you find success in your servitude to everybody else? That's another question you got to ask. The husband got to answer. Go ahead.
Satisfying work.
Is it in work that's satisfying? When you do something for the Lord, are you satisfied? Are you happy? Does it drive you? These are questions that have to be answered by the husband. Because if he can't answer none of them, your marriage is not going to be able to move forward. Go ahead. Go ahead.
These are some of the questions you and your husband must answer.
You and your husband must answer. Go ahead.
For success can mean different things to different people.
Go ahead.
Make up your minds what it means to you.
Y'all have to sit down and communicate what success means. I've done it with my spouse. I said, these are my goals. If I achieve these things, this is success. Every time I open my laptop and do a graphic, I feel successful. You understand? And I achieve to do more. You understand? So once that's communicated to my spouse, she's going to do everything in her power to aid me to be successful. And what does that mean? That takes communication. Go ahead.
Set up your life's objectives. A wife must understand.
No, let's sit on that. Go to page 35 now. We're going to go back to the scriptures in a minute. Page 35. So it's going to issues. All right. So remember, it said something about success. What does success mean to you? Let's touch on issues for a second. I said page 35. All right. Yes. All right. Read that. No. If you want an emotion.
If you want an emotion, said James, act as if you already have it.
Go ahead.
And acting as if you have it.
So I'm touching on issues. All right? I'm touching on issues. So if you have issues in your marriage, sisters and or brothers, but I'm talking to sisters, helping your husband get ahead. If you have issues in your marriage, you must address those issues. All right, and both of y'all must set goals. You can personally set goals to fix them, and y'all as a marriage can set goals to fix said issues. What type of issues, you may ask? Is it depression? Is it benevolence? All right, now we can go to this.
And acting as if you have it will actually cause you to have it.
So if you want to have an emotion, you have to act as if you already have it. And I'm going to give y'all some examples after we finish this. Read them.
If you want to be happy, act happy.
If you want to be happy, act happy. So when you're depressed in your marriage, it's because you want to act depressed. You ever just going, I'm depressed. Why are you depressed? Because she wants to be depressed. Because if she wanted to be happy in the marriage, she would act happy. Because then it would cause you to actually have happiness. Because you're not focusing on the cons all the time. You're focusing on the good that God has allotted you in his life.
That's right.
Go ahead.
If you want to be miserable, act miserable.
There you go. If you want to be miserable in your marriage, because I hear this all the time, I'm miserable. Because you want to be miserable. You act miserable, that's why you're miserable in your marriage. Go ahead.
If you want to be enthusiastic,
If you want to be elated about something,
act enthusiastic.
be elated. If you want to act, if your goal is to be successful in this gospel, in this truth, you must be enthusiastic about it. So to be enthusiastic about it, you should do what? Act enthusiastic about the work. And hopefully the Lord put the spirit on you to actually be enthusiastic about it.
That's right.
Now,
That's
it leads me to my next scripture. Proverbs 23 and 7. Why is my wife sad in the marriage? Because she wants to be sad. Oh, why don't we have benevolence in our marriage? Initiate benevolence then. Stop being that one that says, well, I'm just waiting on him to touch me. Negro, she may never touch you. He may never touch you. If you want it, go get it. Shoot, you got booty warriors that go get it. You got prison warriors that go get it. And you act like you can't get your husband in your marriage. You crazy. All right, read on.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 23 and verse 7.
No diddy.
For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he.
What? Wait, read it again.
For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he.
As you think in your heart, so will you be. So if you want to be happy in your marriage, you must act happy. If you want to be miserable in your marriage, continue to act miserable. If you want to have a marriage full of benevolence, you have to bring it forth. Be what you want. You must emanate what you want to be in your marriage. Read it one more time.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 23 and verse 7.
Go ahead.
For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he.
As he thinks in his heart, so is he. Go ahead.
Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee.
You have some that will say certain things, but their mind is actually not towards you. You understand? However, what we want to do, y'all, we want to emanate the spirit we want to see in a marriage. You cannot be a Debbie Downer expecting a happy husband, especially when every time he's around you, you're depressing. Every time I talk to you, you bringing up depressing stuff. You weighing me down with life. You making my life more unbearable than it is. You need to make my life pleasant. I'm tired of hearing about the woes. I got enough. Babe, we got bills. All praises. All praises. What else we got? We got food. We got water, clothing. All right. We're going to make it somehow. The Lord going to make a way. You ain't about to piss me off.
That's right.
All right. Happiness issues. Go to page 22. Let me know if I should have sent that to you. Page 22. So, sisters, I'm going to say it again while they get in the page. You must emanate what you want to be in a marriage. I'm going to say it again. You must emanate what you want to be in the marriage. All right. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? I wrote it down there, didn't I? I dread success. There you go. Read that.
I dread success. To have succeeded is to have finished one's business on earth.
Wait, he said, I dread success. To have finished one's business on earth. Go ahead.
Like the male spider who is killed by the female the moment he has succeeded in his courtship.
Go ahead.
I like a state of continual becoming.
Go ahead.
With a goal in front and not behind.
Always, this is one thing too. All right, so with said issues that we acknowledge that we have in our marriages, you must set goals to fix them, and once they're fixed, make new goals. You understand? So what we was talking about earlier, if you have happiness problems in your marriage, you must emanate that. But once you achieve that, you must continue to set new goals. All of our marriages are ever progressing. All of our marriages are growing day by day. We should be becoming better versions of ourselves on a daily basis. What does this take? Look, men, this takes vision. Proverbs 29 and 18. Proverbs 29 and 18.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 18.
Come on.
Bring it out.
Where there is no vision, the people perish.
When you don't have no vision and you don't set goals, your marriage will perish. Your relationship will perish. Your congregation will perish. So we must all have vision. Some people more than others. Bishop Nathaniel has major vision. The Bishop Kanai, Bishop Yawasop, they have major vision for the nation. So therefore, we have not perished as a people. Of course, through the Lord's mercy, of course, ultimately. But, however, it takes vision to keep things moving forward. Men, we must have vision in our marriages. We must set goals. Women, on an individual basis, set goals for yourself. Have vision in regards to where you want to be spiritually in your marriage. I want to be happy as all hell. The first thing you can do is start emanating that spirit. The first thing you can do is start emanating that spirit. I want to be happy in my marriage. All you do is bring up depressing stuff. All you have is allegations against your husband. I ain't talking about stuff you can substantiate either. You just always evil surmising, and you expect to have a happy marriage. Crazy work. Read on.
But he that keepeth the law, happy is he.
If you want to be happy in your marriage, keep the laws of God.
That's right.
You can emanate happiness by applying the laws of God. I know it may be hard for the Negro mind, but keeping the laws of God is the ultimate step to being happy in your marriage.
That's
keeping
right.
the laws of God. All right. So what vision is set forth in your marriage? That's the question you have to ask yourself. What goals, what is success, as we read earlier, what is success to you or means to you, and what goals do you have set forth in your marriage? All right. Ask yourselves that, and ultimately happiness comes from God in the applying of his laws. So let's go to Genesis chapter 18, verse 19. Let's get some examples of men with vision. Men with vision. Genesis 18 and 19.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 18 and verse 19. For I know him.
For God knew Abraham, go ahead.
That he will command his children.
He will do what?
He will command his children.
To command your children means you must have had vision. You had foresight. Go ahead.
And his household after him.
Go ahead.
And they shall keep the way of the Lord.
So he set a goal and he ordered his household to follow it. He ordered his household to follow it. Because where there is no vision, his household could perish. But God seen Abraham and said, I know him. That's the same confidence that we should be having in ourselves. That's the confidence that your wife should have in you as a man. Come on.
To do justice and judgment, that the Lord may bring upon Abraham that which he has spoken of him.
That you may have success from God. That you may have that prosperity that God promised unto us as a people. You have to meditate in the laws of God. You must command your household. Have vision, brothers. All right. And sisters, ultimately be an aid to your husband. Whatever that success he deems may be. Go to Malachi 3 and 16. So to command your household, that means you must what? Communicate. One of the biggest setbacks outside of confusion was when a man is quiet. He don't set no commands. He don't have no communication. How can your household follow you properly if you have not communicated what your goals is? How can your household follow you properly when you have not even told them what success means to you? How can she be a proper aid to you if you are always quiet about what serving you looks like? Brothers be like, figure it out. How the hell can she serve? How can you be mad at her for not serving you properly when you have not told her what it takes to serve you? I don't understand that. Get Malachi 3:16.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 3 and verse 16. Then they that feared the Lord.
Read it again, slow.
Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another.
Do you and your husband fear the Lord? So y'all should be speaking often one to another.
And the Lord hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord.
So if y'all truly fear the Lord is he's going to impart into your marriage. You understand? Y'all going to communicate. The man is going to communicate what he expects, his vision. Y'all going to set goals. Y'all going to achieve them and set more goals. The quiet man will inherit nothing because he has not told them nothing. He be in his house just quiet, just letting everything happen around him. Kids jumping off tables. The wife murmuring and gossiping. He just, The Lord is going to make a way. No, he already made a way. He told you to get your behind up and talk. Communicate with your household, nigga. So, husbands command vision, set goals. Once you achieve said goals, establish new ones. Go to page 76 of Mind of a Leader, written by the mighty Captain Hoshai. This is an amazing book for those who haven't read that before. I got bookmarks. I'm still reading. I'm going to finish it. Page 76. Because it said Mind of a Leader. But this is the helping your husband get ahead. But the only way your wife can help you get ahead is if you are moving as a leader. Wait, that's not that book. No, that is not it. Yes. All right. Read that. From the top.
Embrace the power of completion.
Embrace the power of completion. This is what you call cross-reference. It's saying the same thing as we read in regards to success or setting goals. Go ahead.
By tackling unfinished tasks, you clear the path to new heights and unlock your full potential.
So by tackling unfinished tasks, what are those unfinished tasks? The things in your marriage. How about, like some people, I'd set a goal, like, hey, I'm going to take my wife out this Friday. Not this Friday, but that was at the time. It was that Friday. You understand? Oh, I want to travel outside the country with my wife. You set certain tasks or goals and you tackle them. So if you and your wife have benevolent issues, you tackle those issues together. If you have communication issues or tasks, you tackle those together. That by doing that, you clear the path to new heights in your marriage and unlock your full potential. Some people have not achieved their full potential in your marriage. Some people have been married for over 7-8 years and move as if they've been married for 5 days. You have not unlocked your full potential. Go ahead.
Each task you finish is a stepping stone to greater achievement.
Each task, and this requires you to set small. If y'all read the book, I implore y'all to read it. Let's say you have one big goal, and it may feel as if it's impossible to complete. What you must do is break that goal down into smaller, achievable tasks to ultimately achieve the greater one. So if your marriage is garbage, don't fret. There's hope for you. There's hope for you. Set smaller tasks in your marriage to achieve the ultimate goal of having a successful marriage. Go ahead.
Let go of what's holding you back.
Y'all have to let go of what's holding your marriage back, which could be past traumas, past issues that men being bitter against their wives, women holding on to stuff. Women hold on to stuff from years. Yeah, I'm talking about years, bro. She remember the dirty socks you left on the floor. This is why I don't trust you. You remember that sock you left in 1995? I wasn't even born yet, babe. I wasn't born yet. What are you talking about? Read on.
And watch as clarity and confidence propel you forward.
Watch, as clarity, that means having a clear mind, and confidence propel you forward. As y'all achieve those smaller tasks, y'all going to have that much more confidence in what y'all can accomplish in y'all marriage.
That's right.
Y'all going to be confident in yourselves as y'all both serve the living God together. Go ahead.
Every ending is a new beginning.
Go ahead.
And each completed task brings you one step closer to success.
That's what we need to do. Set goals in our marriage, men. And then the women, y'all talk and y'all set goals about what y'all want to have or accomplish in your marriage, and y'all work towards completing it to have a successful marriage. Read on.
Progress does not come from waiting. It comes from stepping up.
It comes from what?
Stepping up.
Y'all both must equally step up in y'all marriage. You cannot wait by the wayside and hope for a successful marriage. You must put in the work. Successful marriages put in work. The bishops, they put in work to a successful marriage.
That's
the deacons,
right.
they put in work to a successful marriage. It takes action. It takes vision. Go ahead.
Finishing what you started and clearing the path for new opportunities.
Go to, this is one of the last points I want to bring out. I got a lot. I actually wrote a lot down. Go to page 34. Oh, I got a lot. Page 34. This is one thing I want to leave y'all with in regards to successful marriage. This is one thing I don't see a lot. And this is one thing that Bishop Nathaniel talked about when he first established IUIC in regards to what he did. He said, he seen the men. He said, where y'all wives at? Some people hide their wives. They hide themselves from successful marriages because they want to have this cloak of maliciousness. They want to hide themselves. That's not the right spirit to have in regards to a successful marriage. Read 5. 5, start from the top of the page.
Associate with.
This is from Helping Your Husband Get Ahead. That's the name of this book. But go ahead.
Associate with enthusiastic people. Associate with enthusiastic people.
Go ahead.
A little of it is bound to rub off.
If you want to have a successful marriage, brothers and sisters, you have to associate yourself with successful marriages.
That's right.
A little of that successful marriage is bound to rub off. Imagine your wife be doing Negro stuff at the crib, and she's around a successful marriage, and she tries to do it in front of the successful marriage. They can say, hey, that's out of order. You can't be doing that.
Bring it out.
They're going to correct it. You understand? Go ahead.
What I most need, said Emerson, is somebody to make me do what I can do.
Some of us need somebody around us that can make us do what we need to do. Go ahead.
In other words, inspiration.
We need inspiration a lot. Go ahead.
We cannot control the working environment of our husbands.
Go ahead.
But we can try to cultivate friends and activities which will stimulate them to more creative thinking and living.
Most of the time, the reason you sisters don't know how to help your husband get ahead is because you're not even associating yourselves with those who can stimulate you to more creative thinking and living a better life for your husband. So husbands, you brothers that like to hide your wives, that's the reason your marriage is failing too. Because you're not trying to put them around people that can cultivate their thinking.
Bring it out.
Go to Sirach 13 and 15 real quick. You said what? Yeah, I pay attention to my own congregation. I said, why is that sister not dealing with our wives no more? Oh, okay. She's hanging around with that one Negro. The one that runs her husband and battles with Negroes.
The hell is this?
Oh, she like that spirit right there. Watch this.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 13 and verse 15. Every beast loveth his like.
Every beast is going to love what's like themselves. Come on.
And every man loveth his neighbor.
Come on.
All flesh consorteth according to kind.
All flesh is going to consort according to their kind. Most of the times we linger, we gravitate to people that is like ourselves. So unsuccessful marriages are going to gravitate to those who are unsuccessful marriages as well. So in order to fix your marriage, what must you do, sisters? On your part, you can gravitate to what you see as successful marriages. Those who are seasoned, those who are tenured, those who are learned, those who also learned of their mothers on how to behave correctly. You must gravitate to successful marriages to be successful.
That's right.
Read on.
And a man will cleave to his like.
Go ahead.
What fellowship hath the wolf with the lamb?
Go ahead.
So the sinner with the godly.
If you are, remember, righteous is going to cleave to righteous, wicked is going to cleave to wicked. In order for you to, Lord's willing, some of that righteousness to rub off on you, you have to wear out the doorsteps of those who are righteous.
That's right.
You can't continue to gravitate to what's been making your marriage and your life fail as a whole. You can't keep doing it. Isn't that called insanity? Doing the same thing, hoping for different results? Some of y'all are insane in your marriages. You still counseling with the same garbage people that ain't trying to get their spirits right. You still hanging around with people that don't want to be around the congregation. They hate keeping the Lord's feast. They have no joy in the Lord. You're going to keep staying with them and praying for a successful marriage. That's why you and your husband are battling. Because somebody don't want to get their spirit right. Ecclesiastes 4:9 real quick. Boy, I had a lot. Shoot. Ecclesiastes 4:9.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4 and verse 9. Two are better than one.
This says what?
Two are better than one.
You know what? Ecclesiastes 9:9. I'm going to end it there. But two are better than one. Two are better than one. In order for us to achieve great results, we need help sometimes. We need to surround ourselves with those who are in the right spirits. All right, read that. Y'all can put them images on the screen. That's good. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 9.
Go ahead.
Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest.
It says, live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest. Some of y'all don't love y'all wives, but we're going to help y'all today. Keep the commandments of the Lord. You understand? And live joyfully with them. Go ahead.
All the days of the life of thy vanity.
All the days of the life of thy vanity. Go ahead.
Which he hath given thee under the sun.
Read it again, bro. Read it again.
Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest.
Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest. Go ahead. You have to love your wife. Keep the commandments with your rib. Come on.
All the days of the life of thy vanity. Which he hath given thee under the sun.
He could have left you with nobody, but he gave you a spouse, an aid like unto yourself. Go ahead.
All the days of thy vanity.
Go ahead.
For that is thy portion in this life.
That is the portion in this life, y'all. Most people, they died single. They died eunuchs. Or they made themselves eunuchs. But the Lord has gave you an aid like unto yourself. Sit down, communicate your goals. Wives, listen to these goals. Understand your husband. Ask questions. Set goals and set tasks to achieve the ultimate goal, which is a successful marriage. Go ahead.
And in thy labor which thou takest under the sun.
Watch this next part.
Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do.
Then your hand can find your wife. Your hand can find your wife. Go ahead.
Do it with thy might.
You can do your wife with your might. But hey, in all seriousness, you can live joyfully. You can live joyfully with your wife with all your might. Read on.
For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave whither thou goest.
When you die, you can't achieve nothing. So while you're with your wife, while you're alive on this earth, build with your wife. Sit down, talk about your goals. I have to keep saying it because we have to do better, y'all. We have to do better. Sit down with your goals. Sit down with your wife. Express your goals. I pray they're righteous goals. Determine what success is for y'all. Lord's willing, it's a successful marriage and a joyful life in the commandments of the Lord, in the congregation of the Lord. All right? Let's be better, y'all. All right? I had a lot, man. I'm sorry. I had a lot. But I've been reading these books, and the Spirit was on me to say, hey, I think this will help people's marriages. All right, so with that in mind, make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all donate to the Booster Club that's in front of this lion. All right, donate to the Booster Club that's in front of this lion. Send forth your alms, your donations. Why? Because it helps us be able to go to the four corners of this earth and teach the word of God. All right, subscribe to IUIC Louisville, please. All right, I'm Officer Gabriel, and y'all may be able to find part 2 of this class on that channel. All right, with that, I say shalom, most high in Christ bless.
World shakers, no crap flow, but world changes. Still agent, pray when he find me, I'm found faithful.
I've been going double, yeah. I've been going double time. I've been going double, yeah. I've been going double time.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.